I thought losing weight would finally help me be happy with my body. And I thought I'd stop criticizing myself. I thought I would finally be happy looking in the mirror. But here's the hard truth about body image. Weight actually changes our body long before it changes our mind. Nobody talks about that. We can spend years chasing a number on the scale. And when we finally get to that number, we're still not happy. Today, I want to have an honest conversation about body image. I've learned something that has actually surprised me on my journey about myself and how I view my actual body. I really never thought about my body as much as I'm thinking about it now. The battle, a lot of times for me right now, it's not the scale. The battle is looking in the mirror and being a little bit confused about what I'm seeing. Judging by the comments that I receive, I am definitely not alone. So we're going to get into these 5 truths about body image. But I'm going to tell you, truth number 5 is a truth that I really struggle with to this very day. And I have a feeling I'm not the only one. So let's get into truth number 1. Weight loss doesn't automatically heal your body image. It sounds so cliche, but it's definitely true. This is probably the hardest truth because a lot of our bodies have changed and your body can't change, but your mind stays the same. So while your body may have gone from 300 pounds to 200 pounds, your mind is still operating like you're at 300 pounds. Has anybody felt like that? Because I'm still feeling that way. And it's not consistent. Some days I look in that mirror and I'm thinking, I look great. I can tell I slimmed down. But some days I walk past the mirror and I say to myself, I'm not slimmed down enough. I still got a lot of work to do. Researchers call this body image lag. Several studies have found that people who lose significant amount of weight often continue seeing themselves as larger than they are, or they remain dissatisfied with their appearance long after their bodies have changed, which is what I'm going through. This disconnect can remain for months and even years. That's right, years. Because guess what? The brain updates more slowly than the body. You may have lost 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 80 pounds, and you're still grabbing those oversized clothes. Is anybody doing that? I actually am. I am still hanging on to those big size clothes and I'm working on that. But it has been a slow process. And actually, I'm doing it in phases. It was so hard to do all at one time. Now, let me ask you, are you still avoiding pictures? Are you saying to yourself, I'm going to be happy when I lose that last 20 pounds, or I'll be happy when I get to whatever your next weight loss goal is? This is an example of how your body changed, but your mind did not. I remember doing this during celebrations when I'm taking more pictures. I still look at those pictures and think my stomach could be flatter. My hips could be smaller. My backside can be a little rounder. I'm just very critical of myself. I really have to learn how to stop doing that. Does that sound familiar? So let me give you a tip that is helping me because again, I'm working on this as we speak. Don't wait until your goal weight to celebrate yourself. Truth number 2. It's so true. There will always be something to fix. Now, this statement is so true if ever I heard a true statement, because I know so many people that are in maintenance that still are working on their body image. They still have things that they're not happy with. They still have things that they want to tweak. When I weighed over 300 pounds, I wanted smaller arms. I mean, I've never been a fan of my arms. But now, in addition to smaller arms, I don't want to have loose skin. I want a smaller stomach. I want smaller hips. I want to fix my neck. Have you noticed that? The goalpost keeps moving. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. When we achieve something that we've always wanted for a very long time, our happiness often returns to its previous baseline. And guess what? We start wanting even more. We start focusing on the next problem. And unfortunately, weight loss is not immune to this. We do it with weight loss all the time. And I'm telling you, if your happiness depends on perfection, especially with your body, you're going to be unhappy a lot of time. You're going to always find another flaw. The body changes, but perfection keeps moving. And guess what? That's exhausting. It's exhausting. So let's just stop it. I'm saying that to myself too. So that brings us to truth number 3. Social media can make us feel invisible. The comparison that we all do it. And I'm just going to tell you, social media can be dangerous. So if you're one of those people that are prone to comparing yourself or feeling less than because you see somebody else doing something that you had a desire to do, social media is going to make it worse. So stay off social media. I'm going to take my own advice here because I'm 54, but I am not going to compare my chapter 54 to somebody else's chapter 35. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to fall into that trap. Even if there's another 54-year-old out there looking fabulous, slimmer and trimmer, and even in better metabolic health than I am, I'm not going to compare because guess what? I don't know if there are filters involved. I don't know if there's surgery involved. I don't know if there are fat burners involved. I don't know what they're doing. So to protect my peace, I'm not going to do that. Research consistently shows that comparing your appearance to other people on social media or online is associated with not just greater body dissatisfaction, but guess what? It brings down your self-esteem. The comparison, not just the scrolling, is taking the biggest toll on people. And that brings me to truth number 4. Your worth was never measured by your weight. I see a lot of people letting the scale determine their self-worth. Look at these pictures of me. And I'm telling you, I was worthy and I was confident to a degree before the GLP-1. I had some insecurities like we all do. The most beautiful women have insecurities. I felt confident before the GLP-1 and I felt worthy before the GLP-1. And I'm going to say to you, you were worthy before the GLP-1 and guess what? You're worthy now after taking the GLP-1, whether you met your goal or not. You are worthy. And for most of us, our family just didn't start loving us because we lost weight. God doesn't love you more because you're smaller. Your value has never been attached to your BMI. And I don't care how much people try to make it be that. That is not true. So I want you to remember that. You are worthy and you are valuable at whatever size you are, whatever weight you are. If you're taking a GLP-1 and your goal is to get healthy and to lose weight, I say kudos to you, bravo to you, because you have made a decision to change your health. Do not let anybody shame you for doing that. So I'm going to tell you that scale, it measures your body weight, but guess what? It does not measure. It does not measure your kindness. It does not measure your integrity. It does not measure your joy. It does not measure your wisdom or your faith. Those things matter too. I got a message from one of my subscribers. She was thanking me for encouraging women to love their bodies wherever they are, to love their bodies during the process and not just wait until we reach our weight loss goal. So I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that we're going to celebrate these victories before we even get to our goal. So you'll see me sometimes flooding my posts with pictures. Go and check out those pictures. I don't love taking pictures, but guess what? I want to inspire other people to show the world how fabulous they are now and not wait to show them when you reach your goal. So let's commit to doing that. Take those pictures and just be simply fabulous. That's going to be hard to do if you struggle with number 5. So let's talk about it. This is something I have a hard time with doing for myself. Truth number 5, confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. I mean, can anybody relate to me with this situation? This has been like a lifelong struggle for me because when it comes to taking care of me and keeping promises to myself, specifically with this weight loss, I have always dropped the ball. Do I drop the ball with my dad? No. My daughter? No. My mom, my family, everybody else in my life? No. But when it comes to myself, I have been known to drop the ball. You know why? Because I just say to myself, oh, I got this. I'll be okay. And what I realize is I was not okay and I was not taking good care of myself. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, especially with mom, dads, and caretakers. We are famous for putting everybody else first. So I want to say to you, let's get our confidence back. In order to get your confidence back, you're going to have to keep promises to yourself. Exercising, prepping your meals, counting your calories for some of us, tracking the protein, doing all those things. Those tiny micro habits that are going to help you on your health journey. If you say you're going to do that, let's keep those promises to ourselves. Start doing one thing at a time. Start with doing one thing per day. Or if that's too overwhelming, start with doing one thing for 1 week, and then the next week you're going to add something else. The second week you have 2 healthy habits in place. By the third week, now that might even be a bit much for some people, then start with the month. 1 month you can focus on getting that water in. Maybe that second month you can add in the protein. Maybe that third month you can add in exercise. Whatever your strategy is, I would give yourself a realistic goal that you can stick to. You can do it. As a matter of fact, we are going to do it. We can do this. I just want to remind you, the hard truth about body image is that losing weight can definitely change your body, but it's not going to change your mind. That is going to require some work, some effort, a mindset shift. If you're waiting for that perfect weight, that perfect size before you can start celebrating your victories, you are going to disappoint yourself. You have to celebrate those things now. Enjoy the process of getting healthy and losing weight. And part of that process is celebrating your victories. Even though I don't like taking pictures and showing my body and showing a body pic, I have forced myself to get out of my comfort zone. And seeing myself, I'm going to be honest, seeing myself in these pictures makes me want to keep the commitment that I made to myself. The reality of it is you have to do it for yourself. And you want to be the person that God created you to be. So if this conversation spoke to you, I want you to share this video out with anybody who is on a GLP-1 journey or a health journey. Hype the video. Join the Diva family and subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live and upload a video. I am live on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I want you to come and hang out with me, and I want to support you on your journey. Go down in the description. I have some great links that can support you on your GLP-1 journey. I want you to keep believing in yourself, keep showing up for yourself, and most importantly, I want you to take great care of yourself. Remember, slow and steady, normal and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.